Now, our next guest is a man who loves a challenge. Whether he's inspiring us to get healthy or teaching children PE during lockdown, Joe Wicks continues to motivate the nation.
And our favourite PE teacher is onto his next challenge with a brand new book. It's called 30-Day Kickstart Plan. I have it beside me here. And Joe joins us now. Lovely to see you, Joe.
Hi,
Thank
Joe.
you for talking to us today. So explain this one. This is you got 100 recipes in here, and there also you've got energy-boosting workouts as well.
Yeah, good morning, guys. This is my 9th book in 5 years, which seems crazy, but I've taken everything I've learned over the past, 10 years of training people both online and really created a book with recipes that people are going to love, but also talking a lot about the mental health benefits of exercise and how it's going to change people's mood and energy and really give people what they need to kickstart their habits and really go on to live a healthy, happy life. That's the aim of the book.
Do you think once you get through those first 30 days that kind of habits are set in stone then and you can they just become secondary?
Yeah, I think the hardest thing is motivation. And I always say that, motivation is going to come when you take action. So getting organised with your food and prepping your meals and starting to cook healthy food and, exercising, setting goals around that. And it really takes a few weeks to get into it. But after that 30 days, I think you're going to feel the benefits. You're going to feel more energy. You're going to have more, more confidence. You're going to feel happier. So it's not just about fat loss. It's not about the physical changes. It's about the emotional and the mental health benefits. That's what's going to really motivate you long beyond the 30 days.
There are things that that you're cooking in here that actually quite surprisingly you can make in a healthy way. A little bit later, you're going to make the pancakes. So I think people will be quite surprised that you can do that and actually reduce the calories when you have a treat.
Well, look, I love my, I love burgers and pancakes and curries, and I always use them recipes but take them into a healthier version. And I think this recipe, this Elvis pancake, you're going to love. But there's recipes for families, there's recipes for everyone in this book. And if you love simple, quick food that you can quickly knock up in 15, 20 minutes, this book really is going to be perfect for you.
Do you know what? There's so much to congratulate you on. Obviously, lockdown and being the nation's favourite PE teacher was just incredible work there. You also 2.5 million for children in need with your 24-hour workout. I don't know how you did that. Getting awarded an MBE as well. It's been a tough year for many, but for you, it's been quite the most remarkable year, hasn't it?
When you say all of those things and you list it out like that, I forget how much has happened this year, and it's been crazy. It's been a wonderful year in terms of, being able to connect and inspire and help people. But I never planned on getting an MBE and a Blue Peter badge or anything. It all kind of happened. But the fundraising thing, I've really loved this year. We raised £580,000 through the lockdown with the PE with Joe stuff. And then I did a 24-hour challenge for children in need and raised £2.5 million. So I didn't plan on doing that, but now I've started to raise money. It feels amazing. So I'm going to really plan some other things and get some more stuff planned for next year to continue to raise money for causes that I'm really that are close to my heart.
Well done, Joe.
Well done.
And we've got, as I said, there is the book. That's what we're talking about today. Great recipes and some inspirational workout stuff as well. We chatted to him earlier. Now he's back to cook his pancakes, inspired by Elvis. Hiya, Joe. So why inspired by Elvis?
So this is a story about Elvis. He used to have fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches, but he also loved pancakes. So he'd have a big stack of pancakes with peanut butter, banana, and he put bacon and maple syrup on it. So I've taken that recipe, made it a little bit healthier, and I've stuck it in my book, one of the 100 recipes in the new book.
OK,
Yummy.
off you go.
Well, it's really simple. So there's no flour in this recipe. What you're going to need is two ripe bananas and 2 eggs. And essentially, a little trick for you, keep it in the skin for a little bit and just give it a little mush up just to kind of get you going with the mashing. Then we're just going to put that in a bowl. And so you don't need any fancy equipment. You don't need like a food processor or a blender. You can literally do this with a fork. So getting nice, it is better with a ripe banana. So the riper the bananas, the better. So what you're going to do is stick that in the bowl. That's already really mushy. And then get 2 eggs, just crack them into the bowl with it. And this is something I make with my little daughter, Indy and Marley. We get messy, we sort of mix it together, we have fun. So it's a great recipe for your kids on the weekend. And the great thing is you don't have to put the bacon on there. You can just have it, a stack of pancakes with some berries or some yoghurt. You can decide what you put on it, really. So I've got the 2 bananas and the 2 eggs. What I'm going to do now is add 1 teaspoon of baking powder because we want these pancakes to be light and fluffy, just to rise a little bit in the pan. So baking powder, then a little teaspoon of cinnamon, so a little bit more flavour, give it a nice bit of colour and some flavour. And then finally, we're going to add 2 more things, a little pinch of salt, And the last thing, my favourite, peanut butter. So I'm using some smooth peanut butter. You could use crunchy, you could use almond butter, cashew butter, but I love a good, you know, really, really high quality, like 100%, you know, peanut butter. So get a good one. Stick a sort of big tablespoon of that in there. And this is essentially the batter. So you just give it a mix with the fork or a kind of whisk if you want. But you want to kind of, you don't want it really, really runny. You want to keep a little bit chunky. So give it a little mix like this. And I have got a good stack already on the go. But I'm going to be topping this with some crispy bacon and some maple syrup. So like, it's a proper dream come true. This is like a dream breakfast for me. So I'm going to use the whisk a little bit. So give it a good mix. And what you want to do is just get a pan hot, put a little bit of butter or some olive oil in there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take that and get like a little ladle. I'll just take these two out. So here's a couple I've made earlier. And what you do is 2 or 3 minutes on either side. And then you can start to really stack those up on your plate and, you know, really top it with your favourite thing. So I'm just going to take a little bit of butter in here. And this is one of them recipes. Like, I wouldn't have it every day, but when you do have it, it's a proper treat, you know. Maple syrup, bit of bacon. So a little bit of butter in there. And again, just a little kind of ladle or spoon. Take the mixture and just pile it into kind of 2 little dollops like that. So nice and sort of round, as round as you can get, but it doesn't matter if they're not. And you're going to leave them for sort of 2 or 3 minutes before flipping it onto the other side. So now here's the fun part. You take your pancakes, and this is where we're going to top it with some really awesome ingredients. So first things first, I want to put a nice big dollop of peanut butter because you can never have too much peanut butter, right? So a little dollop in the middle, and then I'm going to grab my bacon, which I've been grilling for sort of 4 or 5 minutes on either side. And this is where they become the Elvis pancakes, because Elvis would only like his pancakes with maple syrup and crispy bacon. So get a couple of rashers like that over the top, just cross them over. Do you know what? I'm going to go for 3. I fancy 3. So 3 rashers, and then the final ingredient, the magic ingredient, is a little drizzle of maple syrup. So get that on top, and that sweetness with the saltiness of the bacon is an absolute dream come true. Check that out. Look at that. Elvis pancakes, and they took, what, 5 minutes?
Joe,
Amazing.
thank
Amazing
you.
recipe.
I'm tucking
Enjoy it.
in.
Are you going to try it out? Have you got some there to try out?
Well, I've been eating. I was just saying then to our team that this is the first time I think I've ever done the American peanut butter, maple syrup, bacon pancake.
All in one
I've
go.
never done it before.
Actually,
It's
the
very
pancakes
nice.
are really nice. Really nice.
How is it?
You can like
Yeah,
the
lovely.
banana-iness in it.
I'm
It's
enjoying
really
it.
yummy. Thank you. Thanks, Joe. You take care.
And because
Right.
it's in your book, I mean, obviously it's
Have a
healthy.
great day.
You know, no matter the fat, the sugar and all that sort of
Doesn't
stuff
matter.
in his book. So
That's really good.
Joe Wicks says it's healthy, so it
Enjoy.
must
You've got
be.
to allow yourself a treat. Have a treat.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Thanks,
I am.
Joe. For all the recipe details, take a look at our This Morning app.